Welcome to Seize the Mains by Raj Malhotra's IAS Academy. I'm Surbhi Sardana and this is Season 3 of our Daily Answer Writing Initiative. This initiative runs in coordination with our website rajisacademy.com. On the website in the Mains Answer Writing section, you will see a list of questions. आप अपनी पसंद का क्वेश्चन चूज़ करके जिस क्वेश्चन पे आपको प्रैक्टिस करना है उस क्वेश्चन पे आप हमें आंसर सेंड कर सकते हैं और हमारी टीम entirely free of cost आपको अपना फीडबैक देगी उस आंसर पे. So that's how it works. With practice you move towards perfection. The question for today is for day 45. A discussion on our YouTube channel took place in Polity Current Affairs yesterday, which was about cooperative and competitive federalism in India. So these terms have been in news. So let's see what is the question. The question is, discuss the various hurdles to cooperative federalism in India. Enumerate the possible solutions for the same. देखिए क्वेश्चन बहुत सिंपल है. पहले आपको समझने की ज़रूरत है कि कोऑपरेटिव फेडरलिज्म क्या होता है. सेंटर और स्टेट के बीच में, सेंटर और स्टेट की गवर्नमेंट्स के बीच में जब कोऑर्डिनेशन होता है, कोऑपरेशन होती है, दैट्स व्हाट इज़ कॉल्ड द cooperative federalism. So what are the hurdles to cooperative federalism in India? See, first thing तो जो हमारे माइंड में आती है that is the government at the center और the union government, जहाँ जो political party lead कर रही है वो political party state में नहीं lead कर रही होती. So ruling parties are different and especially India is a very diverse country. Geographical diversity है, religious diversity है, ट्राइबल एरियाज़ है बहुत जगह. तो हर स्टेट को रूल करने का, हर स्टेट को गवर्न करने का तरीका अलग हो जाता है, विच कैन बी इंश्योर्ड, कोऑर्डिनेशन कैन बी इंश्योर्ड ओनली बाय इफेक्टिव डिसेंट्रलाइजेशन ऑफ पावर. एंड वो जो डिसेंट्रलाइज्ड पावर है वो जब स्ट्रेट ऑफ गवर्नमेंट टुगेदर आते हैं, इकट्ठे आते हैं, तब कोऑपरेटिव फेडरलिज्म इंश्योर की जाती है, तभी बेटर गवर्नेंस पॉसिबल होती है. सो व्हाट आर द हर्डल्स? वील टॉक अबाउट द हर्डल्स इन ब्रीफ एंड देन वील गिव द सॉल्यूशंस आल्सो. आंसर इन 250 वर्ड्स, सो दिस इज़ अ लॉन्ग आंसर, एक लंबा आंसर है ये, बट इसके काफ़ी सारे पार्ट्स होने वाले हैं. द इंट्रोडक्शन विल टेक अराउंड लाइक 4-5 लाइन्स, आपके लाइक 30 वर्ड्स इंट्रोडक्शन ले लेगा, बिकॉज यू विल हैव टू explain what is cooperative federalism and why is it needed in India. India में क्यों required है. Secondly, दो parts हैं और बहुत descriptive होने वाले हैं. So just keep in mind, keep in check the word limit. The topic will be discussed here, जो कि important issues हैं, they'll be discussed here. So let's start with the introduction. First of all, define cooperative federalism. जब भी कोई ऐसी term आती है जो कि रेगुलर बुक्स में गिवन नहीं है, या कुछ बहुत ही डिफरेंट सी डेफिनेशन है, या कोई नई टर्म है जिसके ऊपर क्वेश्चन आपसे पूछा गया है मेंस में, डिफाइन दैट टर्म. सो व्हाट इज़ कोऑपरेटिव फेडरलिज्म? इट इज़ बेसिकली अ कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ कोऑपरेशन and interdependence between the state and center. State governments and central government में एक interdependence की, एक दूसरे के ऊपर डिपेंडेंट भी है और एक कॉपरेशन भी है आपस में. उस रिलेशनशिप को कोऑपरेटिव फेडरलिज्म बोलते हैं. It views two levels of government as mutually complementary parts of a single political system. So, though the political parties can be different, ruling parties different हो सकती हैं, but जो political system है उस nation state को govern करने का, वो एक ही रहेगा and उसका part है सारी, जो कि state government और central government both are parts of the single political system, and this system is based on the internal give and take between central government and the state governments. So this is your definition, or you can say explanation of cooperative federalism. Moving on, you can talk about cooperative federalism in India if you think that you have word limit left, or just give one single line about the need of cooperative federalism in India. So what you can write is that due to the diversity, बहुत ज़्यादा diversity है country में, that's why cooperative federalism is very important. It allows the needs and concerns of remotest part of the country to get noticed by the government because of the reach of the decentralized government, which has greater access to the people. So central government cannot reach everywhere, and state government, if it does not have powers, cannot efficiently govern the people. उनकी needs और demands को address नहीं कर सकता. So this is the need of cooperative federalism. Choose any 3 lines out of these 2 paragraphs. 3 से 4 लाइन से ज़्यादा बड़ी आपकी introduction नहीं होनी चाहिए. The next is the linkage point. Linkage point introduces our body paragraph ताकि एक आंसर में flow maintained रहे. So the following are the long impending issues with cooperative federalism in India. The first one is over centralization. See, India is India has been widely accepted as a quasi-federal state. Totally federal नहीं है, quasi-federal है, जो कि inclination powers का है, that is towards the union government or central government. Central government has more powers to maintain the unity and integrity of the country. So India is a quasi-federal state. The union has more items. Union list में ज़्यादा items है as compared to the state list, and states complain from time to time कि union government है वो state list से उठा के subjects या तो concurrent list में या union list में shift कर देते हैं. So there is, you know, these are the complaints by various state governments that they feel that they do not have enough number of subjects in the state list जहाँ पे उनकी अथॉरिटी हो, जहाँ पे उनकी यूनिक पावर हो, जहाँ पे वो लाइक इंडिपेंडेंटली काम कर सकें. सो दे क्लेम दैट द सेंटर हैज़ बीन इंक्रीजिंगली इंट्रूडिंग इनटू द स्टेट सब्जेक्ट्स, and first of all the number of subjects in state list is limited. Secondly, जो state list के subjects भी हैं वहाँ पर भी central government centrally sponsored schemes launch करता है, and since these schemes are launched by the central government but centrally sponsored schemes, they have funding from the state government also. So state government also have to supply a lot of funds, a lot of money has to be put in there. So state governments are not in फेवर ऑफ सेंट्रली स्पॉन्सर्ड स्कीम्स जो कि स्टेट गवर्नमेंट के सब्जेक्ट्स के साथ ओवरलैप करते हैं. सो दिस वाज द फर्स्ट इशू. द सेकंड वन इज ineffective interstate council, or you can also talk about zonal council, but zonal council are more about interstate coordination. So interstate council hai, that is about interstate coordination also, and coordination between central government and various state governments. So interstate councils are ineffective. Independence के बाद here what you have to keep in mind is that mention the article, constitution का जो article है वो आप mention कीजिए polity based answers में. So article 263 के under president can establish interstate council. So they have been ineffective because many topics have not been discussed. Secondly, regular meetings नहीं की जाती interstate councils में, though it is compulsory to meet regularly at least thrice in a year, but ऐसी meetings possible नहीं होती. And you know, it is kind of an informal forum. If various governments can come together on informal forums for just discussions and deliberations, then many issues can be solved there and then itself. So but due to lack of meetings, this has not been made possible. The third one is, you know, very controversial. It is the president's rule. President's rule has been put on various state governments from time to time. In fact, especially when the government the ruling party at the center and in a state which has an opposition ruling party, when you know, जब वो clash होता है ideologies का, then there is a high tendency that president rule will be imposed, or a governor or president will use such powers. So this S.R. Bommai case was there, S.R. Bommai versus Union of India, which laid limitations on the central government regarding usage of president's rule, but it has been, you know, it has not been able to curb that power to that great extent. So president's rule, you can talk about the numbers that after independence between these many years, there were 44 instances of president's rule, and you can talk about any recent occurring that has happened, though many changes have taken place in how it is imposed, but you can still give a recent example. The fourth one is taxation. Taxation power of states is limited. Many states are there which get their revenue from fuel like petrol and diesel, and secondly from alcohol. Many states, not all the states, but many states get majority of their revenue from these two sources. Apart from that, there is a very big share of central government in the taxation out of industries, minerals and things like that. The next one is the underrepresentation in finance commission. So finance commission एक बहुत बड़ा pool allot करता है taxes का, revenue का states को, but that revenue, that distribution of revenue between the states is mostly based on parameters which are in favor of few states but against many of the states. For example, population was one of the parameters to allocate funds, because more the population, more money is required to run that state. But the southern states की governments ने complain किया that we have put a lot of money in controlling population because increasing population is not good for the country. So we have put a lot of money in controlling population. So this is a regressive measure that you're giving more money or you know, more funds are allocated to states which have more population, more number of people, and have not put such extra efforts to control population. So there are regressive measures also, especially when the report of Finance Commission comes out. There is no discussion or deliberation platform. States cannot object to it or just reject the recommendation straight away. So there is underrepresentation of states in Finance Commission. The sixth one is trust deficit. First of all, it comes from the point that ruling parties at center and various states, they are different, and it is not just about political parties. Political parties in India are made on the basis of ideologies. जो उनका seeding है, the seed is based on the ideologies. So ideology of the party at the center might differ a lot from the parties which are at state levels. So trust deficit is there, and also it is increasing with time due to various initiatives by the government. The last one is one size fits all approach that cannot be suitable for a country like India, which has been employed from time to time. Now in the body paragraph 2, we need to talk about solutions. So first solution is a technical one. Interstate council की बात की थी, तो आप interstate council को as a technical point उठा के आप उनको strengthen करने की बात कर सकते हैं. And in many states regular meetings are taking place. Interstate council बना है and state governments are coming together. So strengthening the interstate council can be your first solution. The second is introduce competitive federalism, because we are talking about development, we are talking about cooperation. So Niti Aayog is one such institution or think tank, whatever you call it, which has been introduced, which has been formed to introduce competitive and cooperative federalism in India. Niti Aayog from time to time comes out with various indices, for example school education quality index, or state health index, composite water management index. So these indices, they actually introduce competitive federalism in India. एक state अपनी neighboring state की condition देखती है, ranking देखती है, and that state gets motivated next time to introduce more development efforts and more learn from each other's examples. The third one is empower states, whether it is about taxation through GST Council, वहाँ पर बहुत discussions and deliberations होती हैं, but empowering states to use their present infrastructure or to develop it. Even if states are there which are entirely dependent on their natural resources, whether it's minerals, the horticulture, or any other natural resource, they should also be empowered to set up industry so that more employment can be generated. The fourth one is fostering cooperation. Many state governments have come up with bills or acts उन्होंने अपनी legislatures में introduce किए हैं, which introduce some amount of percentage or reservation for people of that state only in private jobs. For example, many states have tried to introduce such acts from time to time. So cooperation has to be there because India is one entity. Cooperation between different states has to be there, and this spirit of cooperation needs to be generated, whether it's through initiatives of Niti Aayog or through interstate councils or through regular meetings with various state governments taken by the Prime Minister. So that has to be there. Fifth one, increase the taxation power of states. This taxation has been a question mark on states' power of putting taxes after the coming in of GST. After the coming in of GST, a lot of states have seen a shortfall in their revenue, which could not be compensated by the central government due to the COVID-19 pandemic. So this taxation power, this has to be looked into, it has to be revised. States must be given more power to tax and more grants should be given. This is important to them. One size fits all policy should be changed with focus to specific needs of each state. In the conclusion, before the conclusion, you can add more solutions from your side, especially if you are reading something from current affairs. अगर कोई current affairs में कोई newspaper editorial है या कुछ article है, so add, just see whether that article lets you add one more point to this answer या to the solution that we are trying to find out. In the conclusion, you can emphasize more on the usage or more on the importance of cooperative federalism in India. For example, just like in introduction we talked that India is a multi-diverse country where the various states are made on linguistic lines and where each state represents regional interests. So cooperative federalism becomes of utmost importance, and just write 2 lines in your conclusion. This is the paragraph. This answer is fully uploaded on our website, the complete answer on rajIASacademy.com. You will find the link to the website in the description below. Go to that link, read the full answer, write your own answer and share it with us. I'll see you with another discussion tomorrow. Till then, keep working hard and all the best.